What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video, creating a portrait illustration of Anubis, the Egyptian god of death. Let's begin today's lesson by adding some guidelines to help with the symmetry and balance of our drawing. We'll start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. So let's start from the very top. Just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom. Let's go back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. So we'll start up here, go out toward the left, and then the right side. Now from the center, we're going to move all the way down. Just going to mark off the bottom edge of the muzzle. So right about here, just going to draw a straight line going out toward the left and then the right side. Now from here, we're going to draw in a large triangle. From the center, let's angle this down and out towards the left with a straight line to right about there. Go back to the center, come down and out towards the right. We want to make sure that the gap in between the center and the left side is the same with the right. From the center, let's move all the way over toward the left. It's going to angle the eye, coming down and in towards a triangle. Let's take that same distance over towards the right and do the same thing. From this point, we're going to step all the way out. It's going to curve the eye, coming down, and then just bend that in. Then from the outside of the eye, let's step out. Just going to angle the head, coming down and then in towards the side of our triangle. Now from the bottom of our triangle, just going to angle this down and then in towards the bottom of the chin with a straight angled line. And then we're going to go back to the inside corner of the eyes, draw a straight line coming all the way down towards the bottom. Now we're going to place the nose in this area, so we're going to step up, draw another straight line going across the top. Now let's draw the inside edge of the headdress. We're going to line up with the outside of the eye, come down, straight down towards the bottom to right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right, lining up the outside of the eye all the way down towards the same height. Now going to the outside, we're going to angle this down and then out towards the side to right about there. Do the same thing on the right. Now from the bottom of this line, I'm just going to curve this out and then bend that up. Let's go to the right. It's going to line up the top. From the inside corner, let's step up, angle this down, and then in toward that center line. Now let's go back to the side of the head, draw two straight lines going up on the side, close off the top with a straight line. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center of the head and draw the inside edge of the ears. Let's move over towards the left. It's going to angle this up and then all the way up towards the top of the ear. Right about there. Let's take that same distance from the center over towards the right and do the same thing, angling this up towards the same height. Now let's go back to the side. We're just going to angle the ears going up and then out. Let's connect the tip of the ear to the outside of this line with a straight angled line. Now that we have our rough sketch in place, I want to go back and clean up our drawing by erasing these guidelines. Now I want to use this rough sketch as a guide to add some more detail and refine the shape. Now I'm going to start with the top of the eyes. Just going to round this out. And then pull that out towards the edge of the eyes. Just work our way across the bottom. We can just add some folds inside the brow, going up. I'm just going to add some decorative detail around the nose. Just going to blend this in towards the side of the muzzle. Also want to round out the cheekbones. I'm going to come down and then in. Let's remove those sharp points along the outside of the muzzle. I'm just going to add some decorative trim around the eyes and the cheeks. going to add a fold across the base of the ears, coming in towards the side. I'm just going to add that detail in the center of the forehead. And go back and just add some more detail to the nose. Just add another layer along the top of the headdress. I'm just going to draw the inside fold of the ear, just bending this out along the bottom, and round out the ear along the base. Now once we're happy with the rough sketch, I'm going to go back in and darken up our contours and refine the shapes. Let's start with the eyes. I always like to start with the bottom edge of the eyelid. Just darkening this up along the outside and just bending that in. And the main focus of my drawings are usually always the eyes with the characters. You can add some shading if you'd like. Coming in towards the brow. And continue to add some more details as we go. I'm just going to darken up the nostrils on either side. And add some more shape to the bottom of the muzzle. I'm just going to layer the headdress on top of the eyes along the outside. I'm just going to lightly go in and add some stripes inside. Now we're just going to add these short curves along the outside and the inside of the headdress. You don't need to complete this line all the way across. And this will give the impression of a little highlight across the center of the headdress. We'll do the same thing across that centerpiece, starting from the left and then the right. So I'm going to go back and add a few smaller details across the mask. And now I'm going to go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before we add in our shading. I'm going to start by darkening up the bottom of the nose, and I'm just going to fade that up gradually across the top towards the highlight. And then from the bottom of the cheeks, we're just going to blend this up and then out using the side edge of our pencil. So the shadow is going to sit underneath the cheekbones. And with this lighting, we're just going to imagine that the light's coming directly from the top, coming down across our character. So the highlights will sit along the top edge of the head, and the shadows on the opposite side. Let's darken up the chin and fade that up. Also, the muzzle is going to cast a shadow across the chin along the top, and we'll blend that down. I'm just going to cast a shadow from the nose coming down the center, and a little bit of shadow along the side of the nose. Now the area just underneath the cheekbones, we're going to darken that up along the top and then fade that down towards the bottom. And as we fade that out, we're going to start to reveal some of that detail underneath. Add some shadows across the top of the headdress, underneath the head, and that flap. And we're just going to add a shadow along the outside, and then fade that in. You want to create a little bit of a highlight in the center of that headdress. We'll do the same thing from the inside, working our way out. I'm going to darken up the base of the ears along the inside and then fade that up towards the top. And from the top, we're going to do the same thing, just blending that down. Now I'm just going to go back in and just add some final touches to our drawing with some more details. Just adding some folds around the eyes. And as the drawing comes to a close, I'm going to continue to add some more detail and be sure to sign my artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Anubis, the Egyptian God of death. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I want to thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, if you really want to discover your artistic potential, then join our Club Masterclass membership. For just $1 a month, you'll gain instant access to exclusive members-only drawing tutorials, virtual art camps, and much, much more. Join our thriving community of passionate artists just like you and let your creativity soar. So just click that link in the description and I'll see you in the club.